Hey guys, what's going on? Caleb here, and tonight, not today, we're going to be doing a Brick for Virginia 2022 haul. So, I haven't done one of these in quite a bit. Um, I figure that now's probably a good time to do it, especially since I've really been getting back into Lego this past like 8 months, I'd say. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. We'll do like a little recap at the end. So, starting in the back, I got some parts. So, this and this came from the Tyson's Corner pick a brick wall, and just seriously looking at it, tons of good parts in here. Seriously, best pick a brick wall I think I've ever seen, actually. And yeah, I think it was totally worth the trip. Over here, we have parts from the parts vendors inside the con. So, for those who don't know, you just kind of pick through bins from random sellers, see what parts you want. And all of those in there were like a total of 14 bucks. So even still, they were cheaper than the Pick a Brick Cup. And for stuff like this, that's a pretty good deal. Because these aren't cheap on Bricklink. So very lucky to find all those in there. A lot of arches and stuff. So anyhow, moving over to the left, I'll talk about these little printed bricks in a minute at the end. But I wanted to get some like suits, and I'm always looking for Pirates of the Caribbean type stuff. I actually thought this was Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's just like a Harry Potter fig, but at least the torso looks cool. I could definitely use that on like an 1800s figure, or even like 1700s if I did it right. But I wanted to get the guys with the suits so I could do a little scene from The Gentleman. Really good movie. I'd highly recommend it for anybody. Um, looking for something that was similar to like Knives Out. But moving on from that, Southern Brickmania a bunch of times, so there's like a bunch of little Brickmania hauls because I literally went there each day of the convention. So got some Adrian's. I also got a Fallschirmjäger helmet just to see how it looked. I do not like it. I'd rather just cut the Stahlhelms. So, but the French stuff, wink wink, I might be trying to do some of that moving forward because I just haven't done World War II in a bit, and people do keep asking me, and I understand it's everybody's favorite theme in the community, so why not? It's always what the Itlug collabs are anyway, something like that. Got some trench coats from there as well, other helmets and such in the background. Here's my first little haul from K-Town. Got 3 of the French Napoleonic line infantry. I still got to show some Napoleonic love, especially for Ethan, my friend who runs the company. So, got these little, Revolutionary War inspired tiles. The Declaration of Independence, of course, had to grab that. Join or die. Um, the flag. Seriously, all super cool stuff from him. I love it all. One little thing, you saw those chess pieces back there? When I got home, decided to build this. So each like color of these, so like the black side for all 20 pieces technically, because it has the extra queen and king, was $9. So that's like a little steep, but I thought it was super cool that I could make this little thing and like bring it to college with me, right? Keep it in my bag, so I can like play with my friends if we're at lunch or in class, bored. Just seriously, like compared to my hand, super small, super sleek and cool. So I thought that was a cool little grab, especially since we make money to enjoy ourselves, and I've been working hard this summer. Grab some of these not U.S. Marines, USMC Marine helmets from Halo, from Brick Tactical. Seriously, they look awesome. I cannot wait to use these on my Halo figs. I don't even know the next time I'm building Halo, but I just know that I wanted to get these for a while, ever since I saw him coming out with those. Got some more. Yep. These were actually part of the helmets over there when I bought them, but it's not going to focus on it. There we go. Got some labels for the French. Really looking forward to, attempting a build for that. We'll see when I really feel like, because I'm always inspired by something new right now. I'm going to do some little vignettes as I work on next year's builds, because we already have a plan. But we can talk about that in a minute. So I got some suitcases so I could use them as backpacks, actually, on my Napoleonic figs, as you've seen previously. So got 2 in black, because that's actually like a more accurate color for the British. But moving on. West Side Market. It's a little business that my parents own in Cape May, so figured I'd get that printed for them. I don't know, give it to them or not. This is kind of funny. So Brick Fair 2020 was canceled, but Todd still had these printed way ahead of time. So they started handing these out to people at the con, throwing them in their bags. And of course, you have this year's brick, which isn't even on my brick badge. I just don't see the point, honestly. I have a bunch of years of brick badges, so I just wear, whatever looks cool on my badge. Anywho, so I got these little weed pieces from CB. So then I can do a scene from, as I said, the movie The Gentleman. It's about like a weed farm in the UK, but they kind of run it like underground, like physically underground, so like people can't find it. Super cool indie movie. Like, at least it feels like an indie movie. I'm pretty sure it is one though. If not, then it's still just super cool how they shot it. So I got these pieces so I can do a little scene for that. So it's definitely something that I'm like really motivated to do right now. Just something different than military, and it sounds super cool. So got a citizen brick, like brick badge brick. A lot of this word in that sentence, but got one of those, and I got one from K-Town. K-Town's super cool for both of these, honestly. I'm gonna put these on the Itlug sign, which now that I'm referring to that, bam, right there. So I built that actually when I was in New York. But anywho, so put little fun things like that on it, just spruce it up a little bit, make it not as naked in those gray areas. At the yard sale, I got these two Star Wars figs. The one on the right for $3, and the one on the left, I think, for $8. So really not that bad for a fig that was 15 years old, and Scout Trooper. I've never owned one actually, and I like the classic stuff more. I mean, obviously, as you can see. So I figured I'd grab that stuff because why not? Also got some like a stack of heads because they're 50 cents each, and I'm always needing more, unique heads. So especially happy about the Obi-Wan head. Don't know if I'm going to use it, but it's kind of cool. Move on to like the citizen brick type stuff. Got like the little melting ice cream guy. I don't even know if I'm going to use it. Just funny. Like the Charlie Brown torso, because love the peanuts, love Charlie Brown. Might be able to use it in the build too. Just this little torso here, because it could also be used for the gentleman. We'll see. Now this I'm super excited about is this World War II torso from K-Town, from Ethan. Super nice. Like honestly, his stuff is like a cross between CB and TMC, and I'm not a fan of TMC these days. Sorry about that. Just not with it. So I'm gonna actually try selling my stuff off in the future. But Ethan stuff seriously is so good. It's not too simple like the CB German. I'm not really with that one, or as detailed as the TMC one, because that one feels too cluttered. This is just the right amount of awesomeness and detail. Then just a few more torsos from CB. One thing to note about CB though, their molded parts are seriously nice. I don't know if they use actual Lego and they remelt it down. They might, but I'm fine with that. Like, these berets are the nicest Lego berets I've seen any brand make, seriously. Like, in terms of like physical quality and the way they look, super cool. And they actually look like the berets that I wear in the army, so pretty cool. And this is just like a stack of like Star Wars and Modern Combat, like World War II brick arms that I got from the Brickmania store right around the corner. I got little Modern Combat brick helmets, or actually these might be Brickmania mold. I have no clue. I don't stay up to date with that stuff. I'm not a modder. So anyhow, got some legs as well. So we got some Old Dark Gray, because Old Dark Gray is the bomb. Some Dark Tan, because those are always helpful. And then, like, dude, you can't find them anywhere too. So 50 cents a pop. I just thought it was easier to do that at the con. I don't even know if they're more expensive, less expensive than that. And I got some in tan, because I needed some more of them. So that's it for like all the general like stuff. Now over here, I got this set for 50 bucks, brand new, unopened. Typically they sell for 80, so I thought, why not get it? I'm gonna bring it to school with me, build it with my girlfriend, have a good time, and probably kill it at some point in the near future. So, time to move on to these two little bricks in the back. I actually don't know why this one. Oh, now I remember. So this one was actually also printed by Ethan. It's for the Battle of Castellon collab. So we also got a little collab pack, but I don't know where mine went. I'm not gonna lie. I got like a little torso, head, custom sword that he molded, and I don't know where they are. So hopefully they're somewhere in my collection. If not, I guess one of the other guys from the collab got it. But I care most about this honestly because I'm not building knights really anytime soon, unless I do. Therefore, I stand corrected. But so that super cool. I appreciate that. So moving on to these. So my man Billy, BM4, he started this thing last year. He called it Fight Club. It's pretty much just we go outside during the adult swim night, and we have a barbecue and we play some games, play some music, and just have a good time for a few hours when we're not allowed inside the con. And it's a good time. But the Fight Club aspect is like you get foam swords and then you fence. I won last year. I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's cool to win it, but I won it last year and then ended up winning again this year. So I I don't think this is cool. I'm not proud of it. But this is actually made by the same brick engraver that does the stuff for Brick Fair, so I can do this as a brickie if I want. Um, there's my there's my old brickie from 2017 collecting dust as I don't bring home the gold. But actually, I kind of did for Castellon. Just using this for reference so you can know how to spell it. Oh my god, I thought there was an I after the L's. You learn something new every day. So we actually won best battle scene with that. I got nominated for a total of 3 builds. One with the Itlug build, which is in France, like 1917 or whatever, 1918. It's a World War One build. Two for my snow build of the Lake Tavern. Video for that going up soon after this. And 3 was for Castellon, which is as you can see, the year 1453. It was a big battle between the English and the French. I think it was the Hundred Years' War. It was like the last major battle where the French just slaughtered the British with modern artillery, as the British were down below the hill with longbows and such. So imagine like you're charging at somebody with your sword and armor, and then a legit cannon just pounds you in the stomach. Like, I think it's pretty cool. Definitely an interesting time period. The only other time period I can think of that like is kind of showing the differences in like the way warfare changed compared to like with the invention of the gun is like the Franco-Prussian War when they were moving on from muskets to like bolt action rifles and like breech loading cannon um, from like muzzle loading cannon. Like whoever has the technological advances is gonna win. So I thought it was super fun and super cool to be part of that collab. Very thankful to have been part of it, and also Ethan's will be printing us our own bricks for that as well. So not only will the guy who registered it get a brickie, but all of us get a brickie, even if they're not legit Brick Fair branded prints. So that is all super cool. So that's a decent haul, I think. There's definitely parts I'm missing. I bought some foliage and stuff, but this is like the main thing. And I think that's really what people are here for anyway. So let's just get on to the recap, honestly. Like, seriously, the best year of Brick Fair, I think, ever. Um, okay, not ever, but like, ever for me. Just, I got to see people that I haven't seen in years. Like people that not only have I not seen since last year, but people who like left the community for a few years, returned, they're building again, and they're like excited to build again. Like I became so excited to build back in February that I wanted to have parts at school, and I think I might this upcoming school year. But anyway, going back to Brick Fair, just hanging out with the Outlet guys and having my builds like completely finished before going to the con was so clutch where I could just set my stuff up and relax the entire time and go do stuff that wasn't build. Like, yeah, it like I guess the time passes faster when you're doing things that are like more enjoyable, but it felt like this was a more full Brick Fair than ever before. Like, I'm sad that it's over, but I'm happy to be home and relaxing because I feel like I did everything I wanted to do, other than win a brickie for my other build. So that's kind of weak, but sad. Anywho, um, but yeah, good year. Seriously. The old heads came back. They showed out. I'm going to be joining the Cyberpunk guys with the city as well as a few of the other members of Whitelug, and we're just going to keep having a good time moving forward. So anyway, going back to these that I mentioned. So I'm actually going to be bringing my Lego to school with me. So like in the past, if you've noticed, I stopped building when it got to like the fall and to like the spring. I was not building at all. That's because I was at school without my parts. And then I'd go home. I'd build a little bit during the winter or during the spring break. Go back to school, and then build again in the summer. But nah, this time I actually want to bring my parts because I'm just super excited and inspired to build. And it's been this way for months for me, honestly. My girlfriend can attest to that. I was talking about building Lego back in February, yeah, and I, didn't have anything at school. So definitely expect stuff moving forward. A few guys at the convention were telling me that I should try doing like a tree tutorial on the way I do trees now. A little bit different than the last one. Last tree tutorial, I wasn't even happy with it. Like within a year of me posting it, because I'd gotten so much better at it. So like just from I guess just making better decisions. But even now, there are new techniques coming out on Instagram. It's not like they're all my technique or anything, but I think that just pulling it up on YouTube, showing the kids how to build it is the way to go. So like yeah, new tree tutorial, new trench tutorial with a little more flair, a little more detail, and just maybe revive the channel a little bit. Don't expect it to blow up or anything, but in the spirit of Lego, I think if I can inspire some of you guys to do something cool, and you guys decide to stay in the community and keep doing cool stuff, then I will have done my job. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and staying with the channel. And stay tuned for the other Brick Fair videos coming of my 2 builds, or 3 or 4, depending on if Beyond the Brick got all the interviews posted. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later.